I have got my hands on FujiFilm X-M5 camera again. Very nice little camera, very well priced, it is affordable. But when I was reviewing it originally, I have claimed that its autofocus is working really well and it is the best from Fuji so far. In this video, I'm going to discuss it in a little bit more detail and show you how it works. So don't go anywhere. When I was reviewing X-M5 originally, I had the silver version, which in my opinion looks more plasticky. This black version is so much more classy. It has got that beautiful vintage vibe. Now that I had time to use it properly and record some tests for you, I am still claiming that this camera's autofocus is very good. Whatever new technology they have implemented here, it is a sign of amazing things to come from Fujifilm. Generally speaking, it is not 100% perfect, but knowing how it works and setting the camera right makes a huge difference in what results you are getting to achieve. This footage you are seeing now is filmed with Fujifilm X-M5 and Fujifilm 23mm f1.4 LM lens wide open at f1.4. Firstly, Fuji say that this camera uses predictive autofocus algorithm. It means that it learns what it is looking at and predicts from the shape it is a human or animal, for example, and where the head and eyes should be to focus quicker and better. It can even tell that this shadow is a human form and starts looking for a head. Have a look at this. As soon as the camera is not seeing the face and the eyes, it is looking for human silhouette and instantly starts looking for a head. It occasionally gets confused on what it thinks the eye is, but in all the tests I have done, it's not losing the focus from the person, especially when I slow down the AF tracking sensitivity. This is a good thing to change if you film yourself, for example, and use your hands a lot. The camera will not instantly jump focus on hands and generally will improve the focus tracking performance, make it more predictable. Here's another example where the camera cannot see the eyes clearly, but it determines where the head is and the eyes should be, and it does a really great job at autofocusing. Here you can see clearly when it gets briefly confused. The eye tracking box stays for a moment on the clothing or jumps to the background. Is it really a big problem when it does not affect the final results? In my case, it didn't affect the final results, just the box keep moving, but the footage is sharp where it should be sharp. There are very rare moments when it will focus on the background, but I think you will have the same issue with most of the camera brands when there's too much happening in the frame or eyes are not clearly visible. Here I think it is all working well, and if used right, there should be no problems with autofocusing in general. Choosing the right focusing mode, multi-tracking or area, is the first thing to understand. Choosing multi full frame area for camera to decide what is most important for you to focus on, and then be disappointed that it's not what you want it to be. In more challenging situations, narrowing the focusing area or even telling it what to look at with the tracking or even manual correction will make huge difference. Right now I'm recording area right there around my face, so I know it's not going to focus on the background or my hands, even though they're moving closer to the camera. Also, depending on your subject, to get autofocus working better, you can change subject detection setting to match whatever you are photographing or filming, or simply switch face detection and human eye tracking on instead. Cool thing, straight out of the box, it automatically tracks and stays on the person you start filming, even if another person enters the frame. This is very good. You can obviously override this by using area focus and simply tapping the screen to choose who the camera focuses on, but I think a lot of people who this camera is aimed for will want simplicity, and in that case, it offers exactly that. We have to take into consideration the class of this camera. It is not a professional camera and it is not trying to be one. It is affordable and meant for total beginners or people who want a simpler and smaller camera that is still capable of capturing great results. It does it all. In real world situations, when you don't try to break the autofocus to prove that it is not working well, it does a really good job. It's not foolproof and the camera needs to be in the right mode for the shooting situation, photography or video, to get the best out of it. When it is used right, it I dare to say that it is reliable enough 99% of time. It is not a camera to shoot high-end professional work with. Even then it would most likely do okay if used correctly. For everyone else, this camera is meant for the little niggles you might find with it and not problems. For someone switching over from the phone to simply capture great looking photos or videos, this works as intended. In honesty, you won't get amazing autofocusing results with a brand new Sony camera if you don't know what you are doing with it. This is no different. X-M5 is relatively easy to use in this regard, and its performance in real world situations is good, as you can see. This little camera is lacking optical stabilization and viewfinder, two things that might put some people off it, but the autofocus in general is not a problem here. Fujifilm technology is evolving. This is a perfect example that they are working on improving their lineup, and a great preview of what might come in the next generation of the flagship cameras very soon. I'm a fan of this little camera, and if you want to find out more about it, check out my full review of it. This is it in this short video. I hope you found it useful. If you did, please leave me a like and consider subscribing. Leave any comments below, and thank you for watching. See you next time.